Over here, I know that. I've heard people tell me.
Other than this, like, you can make new friends and acquaintances. It's like you're used to the routines and know what you do. And
like, I had to ask, how do you get upstairs? I'm like, I didn't know. We don't have a balcony.
All right, elevators. How do I get to places? But no, right? Like when I'm in my room, it's unbelievable. When I'm setting up here, I don't have anything like this at Central.
I know. It's like
I'm like a VIP up here.
I know. It's all you have 2 tables, right?
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it. I'm like, no one else comes up here.
Warriors. Tonight we welcome the athletes, coaches, and fans from Lockport. The objectives of the IHSA and the Southwest River Conference are to promote the educational importance of interscholastic events and good sportsmanship by the student athletes, coaches, and spectators. In order to maintain the integrity and spirit of interscholastic activities as an extension of the classroom, the SWSC would ask that you respect the efforts of all participants involved with a positive display of sportsmanship. Negative comments, cheers, chants, or behaviors directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or teams will not be tolerated. During the contest, please be supportive and show your appreciation for the efforts of both teams as you enjoy tonight's game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask that if able, please rise, remove your hats, and stand in respectful silence as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by our very own Lincoln West Warrior Pep Band. Now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Lockport Warriors. At forward, a 6'4" senior, number 1, Trace Schaff. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 3, Gavin Anderson. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 5, Nathan Munson. At guard, a 6'2" junior, number 10, Nojas Vegas. At guard, a 6'2" junior, number 11, Natus Vegas. Porters are coached by Dave Wilson. They're assisted by William Carlson and Matthew Sequest.
Welcome to the first game of SWSC Conference play of the 2025-26 IHSA basketball season. Tonight, it features the undefeated Lockport Porters traveling to the west side to take on your Lincoln Way West Warriors in a battle between two rivals.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. You know, it's going to come up to who's going to get most boards and, get those turnovers. That'll be very important for us today.
Introduce ourselves, Jake Farr alongside my partner Ben Broff, and this is going to be some kind of game. West's only loss this season was to Lockport during the WJOL tournament, and we'll hope for their fifth win of the season here today. Tip-off goes out of bounds, and off we go for some Friday night hoops between Lincoln Way West and Lockport, the first conference game of the basketball season. Let's go over our starting lineup for first the visiting Lockport Porters. Nathan Munson and Nojas Vickis up top. We got Nettis Vickis and Gavin Anderson as your forwards. And Trey Shaft is your center for Lincoln Way West. Up top, AJ Smith and Aiden Bach running the point and the shooting guard. Small forward is going to be Drake Bean, returning starter from last season. Power forward, Aiden Kabilis, number 23. He's getting starting minutes so far this season, came off the bench last season for the Warriors. And up top is Luke Gowdy. Trey Sheff hits the first bucket of the night for the Porters.
Most important thing is to guard the three-point range. Can't let those points happen because that'll be a bad scenario.
West shot pretty well from the field in Tuesday's victory against Oak Lawn. Bach misses off the iron. Nettis finding his brother down low. It's Gavin Anderson being worked on by AJ Smith. There you go. Into the corner, it's Munson. Swinging it back to Gavin Anderson.
Playing good defense right now, again, their defensive set. Not let anything happen inside the paint, which is the most important thing.
Puts up the three, no good. Rebound goes to AJ Smith, the point guard. That was Nojas Venkis, on the rebound. On the shot, no good. Up the court goes Nojas Venkis, averaging 12 points per game this season. Trey Shaft, another three, doesn't go. Rebound goes to Nojas. Munson for three. He hits.
Yeah.
Nathan Munson from downtown.
You got to box out on that.
Lockport up 6 early on the Warriors. 5:44 left to go in the first quarter. A team that beat West in the WJOL tournament 40-50. Only West loss so far this season. Gowdy goes up strong, gets the foul.
There you go. Good pass right there, leading up to a foul.
Send Luke Gowdy to the line for the first time today, hoping for West's first points.
Trace, that is your first team's first. At the line for the Warriors, shooting to Luke Gowdy.
Gowdy saw plenty of playing time as a junior last season, got a couple starts as well in conference and tournaments as he puts his first free throw in. Gowdy goes 1 for 2 at the line. Munson on the rebound, gets it up to Nettis. Venkis averaging 18 points per game this season for the Porters. Nojas, no good. Rebound goes to Gowdy. Corrals it, gives it to his point guard and AJ Smith. Started last year on the sophomore team.
Yeah, it's really good handles too.
Man, why he is their point guard, his handles and his shooting ability.
Get back.
Break, and he slams it home.
You got to get back there.
Nettis Venkis.
Venkis.
Once you know they have that, you got to rush back so they can't have that fast break.
Bach for three, no good. Shaft with the rebound up to Nathan Munson. In the corner, finds Anderson for three, no good. Rebound goes to Gowdy, his second. Working with some fast tempo. It's Bach getting it into Gowdy. Corner three from A.J. Smith. Off the brick and no good. Kabilis with the rebound goes up and gets fouled.
That was nice.
Sending the second Warrior to the line today.
Quarter fouls will call on number 10, Nojas Venkis. Nojas, that is your first, team's second.
Nojas Venkis commits the foul.
Aiden Kabilis.
Knocks down the first free throw. Both shooting fouls committed by the Porters early on. And Kabilis goes 2 for 2, 8-3. Lockport leading the Warriors. Fear West, this is kind of your revenge tour. Losing to this team earlier in the season. And haven't beaten the Porters since 2023.
There you go. Good job by AJ getting there, forcing that turnover.
Absolutely. Anderson stepped out of bounds. Smith forced him out, and so West will now try to get something going here. All 3 points by free throws. Inside, Gowdy tries to get it to Kabilis, and it will go in favor of Lockport. We go the other way.
You know, you got 2 options there. You either put it up for a shot or you make that pass, and should have put it up for that shot.
Trey Shaft on the elbow, being guarded by Aiden Bach. Back over to Nathan Munson. Corner, baseline drive, kicks it corner. There's Trey Shaft that gets it up to Nedas Venkis. Venkis on the drive, gets it to his brother. A nice dish to the inside. Nojas Venkis puts it away. And Lockport goes ahead 10-3. Smith, Kabilis inside. And nice layup goes for Aiden Kabilis. 4 points today for Kabilis, and the first basket made. Not named free throws for Lincoln Way West. Munson for 3. Rebound by Gowdy, his third. Bean in the corner, gets it down. Luke Gowdy off the backboard and in.
Just look in the paint. As you can see, once you get in the paint, pass them the ball and put it right in.
Absolutely, Gowdy puts it away, and Lincoln Way West will take their first timeout with 2:38 to go here in the first quarter. Let's take a look with some action around the Southwest Suburban Conference. First, the crosstown rivals in Lincoln Way Central, 3-1 on the season as they take on a tough competitor in the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings. Their only loss this season is to Hillcrest in the first tournament that they had. And this is going to be their first home game of the season versus a tough opponent. And welcome to the booth. I'm Jake Farland, my partner Ben Proff. And Ben, hopefully West can get something going on offense. We haven't seen much of it so far. It's mainly been Lockport on the offensive side. How about the Venkis brothers?
Yeah, you know, they're the 2 stars on the team, so you got to make sure you lock them up first, and then you make sure no one else gets hot in a scoring range. But so far they're doing good on defense.
Absolutely. West has been able to kind of become defensive monsters. They have a lot of tall, not so tall players on this team. They have Gowdy, Kabilis, Drake you consider, as it gets taken away by Gowdy. But this is a team that's going to play a little low and not try to get them in the paint. Being long 3 doesn't go. Rebound goes to number 23. That's going to be Owen Nemesic. He checked into the game. And this one goes out of bounds off of Swanson. So on the floor, all 4 starters. And then Owen Nemesic is in the game for the Porters. For West, Hedgie and Swanson check in for Bach and Smith. So those 2 will be running up top. Swanson's known for his defense. Top of the key, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Trey Schaff, who gets his own offensive rebound. Lockport, and they reset. Nemesic in the corner, working on Hedgie. Hedgie with some solid defense, gets it back up to Nojas. Venkiss on the drive, kicks it out, Shaft. Back over to Nettis. Try to get inside there to Nojas. Nojas on the drive, foul, and one.
Got to be in front of him.
Chance at a three-point play. Nojas Venkiss will go to the line.
If you get in front of him, you could possibly get that charge and cause a turnover, but he went right inside and got that foul and put it in.
It ends up being costly for the Warriors as Nojas knocks down the free throw.
Ball game for the Warriors, number 32, Grady Lane.
So Grady Lane will check in now for the Porters. Gowdy to Swanson. Swanson inside, kicks it. Hedgie for three, no good. He had a big game on Tuesday against Oak Lawn. Couldn't hit his first shot. It's Nemesic on the rebound. Nojas brings it up. Top of the key, working on Drake Bean. Gets it inside. Nemesic couldn't handle it.
Substitution for Lincoln West, checking in number 31, Caden Hammer.
So Caden Hammer will check into the game for the Warriors. Senior forward, standing at 6'1", checks in for Aiden Kabilis. Got it inside and a foul committed. And we will stay here. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lockport leading 13-7. Nettis back to Trey Shaft on the yellow, being guarded by Swanson.
There you go.
Take away. It's Swanson on the fast break, being hunted by the brothers, and it gets swatted away.
That was good, though. You know, put your hands out in a passing lane. You never know what could happen. And just look at that, you get a turnover.
Nettis Vickus on the block. And now West will get the ball. A nice defensive play there by Swanson. Forces West to get a possession here. Gets it in the Hammer. Hammer on the drive, puts it out to Drake Bean. Hedgie spins around, and a nice jumper gets it to go inside the paint. Hedgie's first bucket of the game as the clock will continue to wind down.
He's going to be a big player in this game.
Is that your prediction?
Yes.
That's your prediction. All right, we'll hold you to that. Nettis knocks down the corner three as time expires. 16-9, Lockport leading the Warriors after 8 minutes of play. What did you like to see out of both teams in that first quarter?
You know, on offense for us, we need to get that, make sure we have a nice possession, you know, pass the ball around, look inside the paint. That's what we did, and then it worked out. So just driving inside, that would be most important for us. And for defense, we've been doing pretty good. Make sure that when we help, we get that other person to step in and cover the other guy.
Absolutely. First quarter wraps up. 8 minutes left to play here in the first half, and we will be back for the second quarter. Second quarter begins. They send out the same lineup they've rolled out with after the end of the first quarter. It's Lane, Munson, Nemesic. That's Gavin Anderson out there, and Nettis Ventus. So Nojas gets some rest. Second quarter underway. West won the tip-off, so Lockport will get the ball to begin this.
There we go.
Lockport will get the ball to begin this half. Nice swatted away. Is that Swanson?
Yep.
Looked like. Swanson swats it out. Munson to inbound. Nemesic being guarded by Gowdy. Swings it over. Munson, corner three. No good. Off, in and out of the rim, and will just step out of bounds of the ball, so it will go the other way. That's Nemesic that tried to save it for the Porters, and instead it will be West ball. Same five that they ended with for Lincoln Way West. You got Hedgie, Bean, Gowdy, Hammer, and Swanson. And Hedgie loses the ball, taken away by Nemesic, and here come the Porters. Munson tried to get it to Nemesic, and instead, Nemesic will step out of bounds. His second turnover, and West retains possession of the ball.
Good job making sure that he has to make a decision of where to go with the ball and pass there without his teammate knowing and get that turnover.
So Bills comes into the game for Hedgie. Jackson Bills was a starter on the sophomore team last year. I believe it was a starting center. Inside, Gowdy gets fouled again. He'll go to the line for the second time today as West trails 16-9.
Oh, and that is your first team's first.
Gowdy went 1 for 2 last time. And he's 2 for 3 for now.
Checking the ball game for the Porters, number 1, Trick Schaff. And number 10, Nojas Venkus.
Shaft and Venkus check in
At the line for the Warriors
for Lane and Anderson. So the twin brothers on the court for the Warriors as Gowdy knocks down both.
Timeout called by Lockport.
Lockport will call their first timeout of the game with 7:06 left to go here in the first half. As we'll take you through some SWSC conference play. Let's talk about the other Lincoln Way team, the Lincoln Way East Griffins, 0-2 on the season. They play at Andrew tonight, and it has been a slow start for the Griffins with losses against Waubonsie Valley and Maine South, but each of these losses were within 10 points, so hopefully they get back on track at Andrew tonight. Andrew, a good team, obviously. They're 3-2 on the year. They went 2-2 in the Oklahoma Invite, and now they look to battle in conference after 4 wins in conference last season for the Thunderbolts. West went on the road to Andrew last year and beat the Thunderbolts in what was a 4-point game between those two teams. So Andrew hopefully get back in the conference mix this season. Less than 7 minutes to go in the first half. Gowdy tried taking away from Nemesic. Nemesic forced the ball out of bounds. It went off Hammer.
Number 23, Aiden
Kabilis was the starter for today. He checks in for Hammer.
He's going to have a big year. Him, Drake Bean, and Ryan Hedgie. Top 3 guys in our offense.
You're saying they're going to have a big season for Lincoln Way West down the stretch?
Yep, it's going. They're the ones with. If you don't know where to put the ball in their hands, and they're going to do their own thing.
I like the prediction out of you. I like the vision that you have there. Hopefully we can get it done. Gowdy.
There we go. Good pass.
Door, and
there we go. Good pass. Good cut by Gowdy.
And now West cuts the lead to 3. Munson finds Nettis being guarded by Kabilis. Swings it, corner. Trey Schaff for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Gowdy, and West can all of a sudden tie this game up with this possession. Bean finds Bills. Top of the key. 3-pointer. He connects. This game is tied up at 16. Less than 6 minutes to go. Jackson Bills. His first take of the night falls from downtown, and it's 16 all. And swatted out of bounds. Swanson knocks it away between the passing lane, and it goes out of bounds. Anderson checks in for Nemesic. So they have their starting 5 out there for the Porters. Barely staying within this half court. Don't want that violation. Anderson being worked on by Swanson. Drives inside. Knocks it away. Is Bean. Trey Shaft swatted away by Bills. He commits a foul, however, so Shaft will go to the line to shoot 2. Great defensive effort by Jackson Bills. And Shaft will go to the line to shoot 2 with a chance to take the lead. This is the first. Bach checks in for Swanson. Shaft misses both. And a foul committed by Kabilis. Lane violation. He stepped in a little too early there. And misses it again. 0 for 2 at the line goes Shaft, with Bach now running the point. Gets it to Bills. Bean at the top. Kabilis on the baseline drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound goes to Gowdy, back up top, Bills, 3-pointer. Off the iron and no good. Rebound goes to Nojas Ventus.
It was good ball movement. You know, even if you don't get the shot, at least you had that good ball movement, get it a good possession.
So shifty is Nojas Ventus as he gets his bucket to go. As Lockport takes the lead. 18-16, 4:27 left to go here in the first half. Kabilis finds Gowdy, gets it back to the starter Aiden Bach. Bean puts up contested 3-pointer, knocks it down. Drake Bean from downtown, and West takes the lead for the first time here today. 19-18, 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Bach with the steal,
Push
and
it.
Here come the Warriors. Aiden Bach pulls up, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Netis Vinkis.
No, you didn't have to take that 3. Could have, you know, I mean, just push it in the paint. No, on that fast break, that was our main thing during offseason. Push the pace. Once you get the opportunity, you push the pace and try to score in the paint. But because once the score's pretty close, so we want to get those good shots in. And
absolutely, West currently holds the lead for the first time today. What a move by Anderson. Couldn't put it away, and a foul committed by Swanson.
Shifty.
What a move there by Anderson. He did a little jab step euro into the paint, and Swanson commits the foul on Anderson. So Anderson will inbound, gets it into Netis Vinkis. Lob, couldn't get it to go. Broders with the rebound.
I'll take that.
Swanson with some tempo, gets it. Corner, it's Bills in the baseline drive. Back inside Broders. Had a tough time handling the ball, still does. Broders fall on it. A nice play by Broders there, and this one will go out of bounds off of Netis Vinkis.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Bean will check in for Swanson. Bean's having a pretty solid game so far for himself. And a foul committed. We are staying here. This is a West team that likes to use their bench a little bit. So far we've seen 10 guys get in the game out of the 14 available. Taken away, Anderson on the fast break. Bills commits the foul, and one.
That's
Gavin
another thing.
Anderson.
once you foul, you got to foul hard so they don't get that basket. So
Your foul is called on number 33, Jackson.
Exactly. If you're going to foul, you might as well have it be a little more physicality to it instead of sending him instead of the extra 2 points on the scoreboard now. As Lockport takes the lead with a little more than 3 minutes to go. Anderson gets the 3-point play to convert, and West trails by 2. Inside, Gowdy goes up strong, doesn't get the foul. And this time throws it away. That was Nojas Vickis outside. Bach for 3. Knocks down the corner 3, and West takes the lead, 22-21.
That was a big 3, big shot.
What chaos happened on the other side of the court. Shaft answers with a 3 of his own. Trey Shaft from downtown, his second 3 of the game, and Lockport takes the lead. Bean inside of Broders, couldn't get the layup to go. Off of Nojas Vinkis, and so we will stay here. So Smith and Hedgie come on for Broders and Bean. With 2:26 left to go in the first half, West trails by 2. Inside, Gowdy off the backboard and in. Ties the game up at 24. Munson to the corner. It's Gavin Anderson wide open, corner 3, no good. Kabilis, and that will be head off of Nedas Vinkis.
Smart play right there.
Yeah, very smart play. He knew that it was off of West, threw it off of Nedas Vinkis, and now we retain possession of the ball. How about that, right? Less than 2 to go. Kabilis finds Gowdy. Back over to their shifty guard, A.J. Smith. Gowdy on the drive, throws it back up, A.J. Smith inside, back out to the corner. It's Luke Gowdy on the baseline drive. Kabilis for 3, off the backboard, no good. Rebound goes to Nojas Vinkis.
Got to make sure you get a stop here. Minute 20 left in the second quarter.
Nedas pulls up from the free throw line and puts it home.
Nedas
Vinkis again gives Lockport the lead with 1:06 left to go in the first half. Bach, corner 3, no good. Rebound goes to Munson. Moving with tempo, and here come the Porters. Nedas finds Nathan Munson. Notice on the drive, kicks it. Low by Smith, and a big foul committed by Hedgie. I believe that was Hedgie on the foul, and
Warrior fouls been called on number 11, Ryan Hedgie. Ryan, that is your second.
was committed on Hedgie, and so that will send Nedas Vinkis to the line to shoot 2. This is the first. 49 seconds left to go. So Bean will check in for Bach. 5 fouls committed by West in this quarter. That one falls. Second one falls for Nedas Vinkis.
Make sure you have a good possession here so you can tie up the game going up in half.
And West, I believe, does get ball to start the third quarter since they won the tip-off, and it could be wrong on that, but I believe they do start with the ball. 30 seconds left. Gowdy letting the play develop as they trail by 2. Give it to Smith at the top, being guarded by Nojas Vinkis.
Ten seconds left here.
Yeah, they're gonna wind down this entire clock if they want to.
5 seconds.
Over the head of Kabilis.
Yeah.
Gowdy turns it over.
You know, once you're stagnant like that, you don't, make some plays and gotta make sure you're in the flow. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely. Gowdy's first turnover with 4.3 seconds left to go. The free throw did not count earlier. As look at this, Bean getting up there, and this will be hit off of Smith with 0.6 seconds left to go.
Pulled the same move Hayden did.
He did. On this side this time. See if they have one last miracle. Munson puts it up and will miss everything. So West trailing Lockport 26-24 after 16 minutes of play. We have 16 more left to play to see if West can kind of get their revenge on Lockport this time around. But this time it means for conference. So we'll have 16 minutes. If in the second half we have 10 minutes until we begin the second half, what would you like to see out of West for the second half?
They started off good, looking inside of the paint with Gowdy and him getting to the free throw line. That was the most important part I think we did. And then towards the end, we kind of got too much fouls, You got to make sure you don't foul, and the more fouls you do, the more times you're giving them the opportunity to make the game in their control. So I think the most important thing in the second half is making sure we have the most control in possessions and less turnovers on the ball.
Absolutely. Let's now tune in to our varsity dance team for their performance. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Good job, man. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midcourt.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass stands a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Rest assured, you'll get your money's worth. With this show, it happened out at the Varsity show. It's a dynamo. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll. Oh, right before your eyes, people laughter from the skies. And it
let's go over some things that we saw that we liked about the first half. Let's start out with West on offense. What did you like about West on offense that you think that they can carry over to the second half?
You know, we made threes when it mattered, and we looked in the paint when it mattered, and we should look at in it more because it worked out in the first couple minutes, and then, you know, we started looking at the threes, and it worked a little bit, but, you know, if we looked in the paint more often, and then it'll make a high-efficient shot, and then, you know, because it's a close game right now, and you need that points. So
absolutely. It has been a rocky first half for Lincoln Way West, but it's also been a good one on offense and defensive side of the ball. They're only down by 2, 24-26 to an undefeated Lockport team that was very good last year, a 20-win season for the Porters. So we'll see how they can kind of relive some of this magic for Lincoln Way West here in the second half as they only trail by 2. Luke Gowdy's been playing unbelievable. Same with Drake Bean. They've both been able to do pretty well. Bean has 6 points as Gowdy has 8. So 16 minutes left to go here in this one, as we will have 8 minutes in the third, 8 minutes in the fourth, and we'll continue to go from then on. So West does get the ball. Aiden Bach inbound, Smith, Kabilis, and Gowdy on the floor, as well as Drake Bean. Both of the Vienkes brothers, Anderson and Munson and Trey Shaft, all round out the starting 5 for Lockport. So off we go in the second half. See how West can pull off this conference win for the first time this season, the first conference game of the year for both teams.
Warrior ball.
I believe that was tipped out of bounds by Anderson. And this one's stolen away by Munson. Fast break, here comes Nidas. Vienkes couldn't get the layup to go. Kabilis on the rebound. And now we go the other way. Kabilis on the drive. A.J. Smith, Drake Bean, long 3. He cashes in.
Point field goal, Drake.
Drake Bean gives West the lead, 27-26. His third 3 of the game. Shaft answers again. Trey Shaft, his third 3 of the game. He has 11.
No, this game's not going to be easy, as you can tell.
They go back and forth. They exchange 3-pointers. Gowdy, Kabilis for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Nojas Vienkes. Metis gets fouled and will go to the line.
Warrior foul has been called on number 23.
This was they called it a reaching foul, excuse me, not a shooting foul.
Teams first.
It looked like it might have been a shooting foul. They could have called that, but instead they'll bring it to the baseline. Munson. And looks like he stepped out of bounds.
Warrior ball.
Vienkes steps out of bounds. And so this will give West the ball. I believe that is his second turnover of the game. Tabak and Munson swats it out of bounds. So this will be West ball, and we're staying here. 6:21 to go here in the third quarter.
So you want to see West kind of players be moving around, get those open looks, and ball movement. That's the most important thing.
Try this a little bit more. Smith gives it away. Munson on the steal. Nidas Vienkes couldn't slam it home.
You go for the layup on that.
Just give yourself a 2-possession lead instead of going for the hammer. Gowdy kicks it. Drake Bean, he has the hot hand. Will miss this time. Smith on the rebound, kicks it. Kabilis, corner 3. Nothing on that one, and Munson corrals the rebound. Anderson off the hands of Vienkes, and Trey Shaft recovers. Anderson on the drive. No foul, and it goes the other way, out of bounds off of Anderson. 5:34 to go here in this one, as Lockport will call a timeout.
Number 11, Ryan Hedgie. And number 4, Ethan Swanson.
To begin the second half, it looks like the three-point shots aren't working out in favor for them, so that means look for the paint.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look around the SWSC conference. The Sandburg Eagles off to a 3-0 start as they play host to the Bradley Boilermakers, as they went undefeated in the Revis Turkey Tournament. They're looking to come back with a winning season after last year. West split the series with Sandburg, as we welcome you inside the booth, Jake Farr, Ben Prof, and this has been an interesting start to the second half, you would say, but West is starting to get their momentum going just a little bit on the defense side of the ball. What do you like?
Well, we stopped doing most of the fouls and creating turnovers, which is good, but we tried to test out the three-point shot, not working out, so thing we have to do is keep the ball movement. So
we'll see if they can keep the ball moving here to begin. Still in the early slate of the second half. Got to create those shots you were mentioning earlier. Create those shots, get our guys open, because we have guys that can shoot. We have Drake, we have Hedgie, we have Bach who can shoot, Swanson can put up a couple.
A lot of good players. We just have to make sure we're all.
And here's an opportunity. Bach from the corner.
See, there we go.
In.
There we go. Right on the open look. That's right to him.
Right on cue, Aiden Bach from the corner. And another lead change. 30-29. It's Lane, and he will fall down. This will go the other way.
Got to create the pressure on defense. Force them to do something, either pass or turnover.
How big would another three come here? It has been West from the outside arc today. You have Bean and Bach making their shots. Here's Bean again, another try. He hits it again! Drake Bean, his fourth three of the game, and West takes a two-possession lead for the first time. Lane, no good.
There
Rebound goes to Swanson.
Push it.
And they'll slow down the tempo. Bach slows it down. Bach pulls up from the three. No good. Shaft on the rebound.
Not the best shot selection there.
Back to Lane. Try to get it away. Stolen away by Bean.
Got numbers.
Here come the Warriors. Gowdy on the layup. He gets it to go. Another fast break point for Lincoln Way West as they go ahead by 6, their largest lead of the game. Veenkiss.
See, now that they have to lead, you got to make sure you sustain it.
Inside. And this would be a pushing foul on Lincoln Way West. This would be on number
5, Luke Gowdy.
This would be on Gowdy.
That is your first team's seconds.
Veenkiss from the corner. He hits.
Can't leave him open.
Meadows Veenkiss hits his three. He had 22 points and 6 rebounds against Lamont. He won the game MVP and was first team all-tournament.
Got to make sure the twin brothers don't get on a hot streak right there. You got to find out where your man is and make sure you guard him.
The WJOL tournament, as they beat Lamont in that WJOL tournament final on Saturday, as they won their 10th WJOL Thanksgiving Classic. How crazy is that? 10 wins out of 29 in that tournament. Bach again from the corner. His third three of the game. As West goes ahead by 6 again. Shaft from 3. Another answer. Trace Shaft again from downtown.
Third time we see that tonight.
He continues to light the lamp.
Keep answering our threes.
Gowdy tries to save it. He does. Swings at corner. Bach a heat check from downtown. Couldn't get to go. Rebound goes to Lane.
That would have been nice.
Absolutely. No, just on the drive. End around. What a layup to get for No Just Veenkis.
See, now since he's heating up, you got to make sure you got him nicely guarded. You know, you got the two twin brothers out there now, and
each of which are combining for 30 between Nojas and Nidas. Out of bounds. Is that off of Gowdy or Hedgie? One of the two. And we're going the other way. West leads by 1. I believe the largest deficit was only 6 for both teams. Foul called. Was that Bean? Looked like Bean on the foul.
Warrior foul has been called on number 14, Drake Bean.
Yeah, the brothers combined for 30 points per game and 10 rebounds. Nojas averaging 12 and 5, and Nidas Veenkis averaging 18 and 5. Almost taken away. It's Nidas Veenkis from 3. Couldn't hit. It's Swanson on the rebound.
They got lucky on that one. Can't leave him wide open on that 3.
He's hit a couple of 3s tonight. Kabilis on the drive. Baseline drive off the backboard and no good. Rebound goes to Shaft. Munson, he averages 6 assists a game and 9 points. Foul committed on Hedgie with 1:46 to go here in the third quarter.
Fouls become number 11, Ryan Hedgie. Ryan, that is your third, team's fourth. At the line for the quarters with 1 to shoot, Nojas Veenkis.
Veenkis to the line. As he puts his second one home, 38-38 with 1:46 to go.
Want to have a good possession here. Tie game, 38-38. 1:40 left in the third quarter. Just like that, yeah. Costly turnover.
Nidas Veenkis slams it home.
Can't have that. Can't have that.
Nidas Veenkis again. Hedgie couldn't get to the goal. Swanson puts it home. And we are tied up at 40. 1:20 to go. Moving with some tempo. And layup gets to go. And 1. They give him the foul. And Nojas Veenkis will go to the line to shoot 1.
See, once you make that shot, you have to rush down the court and get back on D. Once you don't get back on D, you got a wide open man. You got to get in front of him, too. Make him earn that shot.
And couldn't get it to go. This is going to be West ball. This might have been off Kabilis instead. It's off of Lane. Bills comes on for Hedgie. As now West trails by 2. 1:09 left to go. And here's Bean. Kabilis to Bach. Bach, top of the key. 3-pointer! Aiden Bach from downtown. Timeout taken by Lincoln Way West. And West holds this lead 43-42. 55.5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. What do you like? We have 8 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in this one. This is getting intense. The energy is building up. What do you like West to do for the next 8:55?
Well, so far we got the lead. I know it's up only by 1, but, you know, if we could keep that, sustain that, and build it on it, then it should be good. But you got to make sure when you score, you got to rush back on D to make sure you don't get a nice free basket for them. And,
Absolutely. West only put up 40 points against Lockport last time they played in 4 quarters of basketball. This time through 3, they put up 43 points and hold the lead almost at the end of the third quarter. So this is obviously a well-coached team. Tanner Mitchell, he has done a great job with this team, getting them prepared for Lockport. This is a game that they want to win. They only have 1 win against Lockport all time. They're 1-13. This is the 15th matchup all time between these 2 schools. So if they can get their second all-time win against Lockport, that is going to be top of the list for Coach Mitchell and company. Their only win came in 2023 when they played on the road against Lockport. Almost 3 years ago. How about that? Almost 3 years ago that win was, and Lockport has been controlling them ever since. They've won 3 in a row against West, looking to make it 4 straight tonight. Stolen away by Bach. This one taken away from Nidas. Goes inside, loses grip of the ball,
there
and we're going the other way. Turnover by Nidas Vinkas.
Bach made sure he had to make a decision, and once you do that, then the odds are in your favor.
Owen Heilman checks into the game for Ethan Swanson, the 6'3" junior. There's going to be some confusion on the court between the two referees. I think it might have been the clock. And this will be set at 37.5 seconds. So I believe it was because they threw the ball in, but Bach did not touch it. And the clock starts when a player touches the ball. I believe that was the problem. Bills is in the game as well. Bean to Heilman inside. Fadeaway, no good. Rebound goes to Nidas Vinkas, and Bean will foul.
Got to make sure you have that ball.
12.3 seconds left to go.
For your fouls, the call number 14, Drake Bean. Drake, that is your third. Teams over the limits.
Lockport in the bonus.
2, Nidas Vinkas.
Misses the first. Vinkas misses his first. On comes Anderson. He checks in for Lane. Vinkas looking to tie this game. Nidas Vinkas ties us up at 43. And stolen away. Vinkas! Eyes of a hawk. And Lockport holds the lead. Bean for 3, no good. And that will conclude the third quarter. A little wild ending to the third quarter.
Yeah, can't pass the ball back, gotta move it forward, so.
Lockport holds a 45-43 lead over Lincoln Way West with 8 minutes left to play. 8 minutes left in the fourth. What do you want to see?
It'll come close, you know, you need to create those turnovers and lock down on D. Now I think defense is going to be a really big factor in this.
Absolutely. As we welcome back to the booth, I am Jake Farr, alongside my partner Ben Proff, and hopefully we can see a West win after tonight. They go to 5-1 on the year after their first loss of the season was to Lockport in the WJL tournament. And so now for Lincoln Way West, if you're West, you kind of just want to, play a little, balance it out a little bit, limit the fouls and limit the turnovers is what is going to be the key.
Yeah, and again, look inside the paint. You know, they have been, but I think it's getting a little bit too crowded now. They figured it out. And, you know, their game plan is to 2 twin brothers. So if you can stop them, then and make others force the shot. Then
absolutely. Yeah, Nidas Vinkas averaging 18 points per game. He's been electric for the Porters so far this season.
Yeah, he has.
So we'll now turn it over. 8 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Lockport so far holding an uncomfortable lead, you could say, against Lincoln Way West, 45-43.
And make sure you push the pace too. If you got numbers, then push the pace and get that easy lay in.
Lockport to inbound, yeah, absolutely. Pushing the pace and just trying to put the pressure on Lockport instead of the pressure being on us.
Yes.
Hopefully they can execute that today. Vinkas on the drive, on the foul, and a lot of collision, a lot of bodies down there. That's Swanson and Kabilis. That collided with Nidas Vinkas.
But another thing is, when you got him in the middle of the area. You got to make sure you take away the middle. If you let him go inside the middle, it makes a tough decision of the defenders of guarding it. So you got to take away the middle, make sure he goes on the outside.
First free throw hits. Yeah, don't force him in there. He's been unstoppable in the paint.
Yes.
Finkis puts it home. A 2-possession lead now for Lockport, 47-43. There's now some heavy pressure here by Lockport. They get it to Bach, pulls up from 3. No good. Rebound goes to Shaft, and we go the other way. Shaft to Munson. To Anderson. On the drive, Finkis had a look, decided not to take it inside, almost too easy, and he gets the foul.
See again, goes right in the middle, and can't let that happen. You gotta make sure he goes on the outside.
And this will send them to the line to shoot 2.
At the left, reporter shooting 2. Nojas, Finkis.
Finkis puts the first one home. 7:12 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Possession is going to get much more important.
Knocks down Wolf, 49-43. Gets it into Swanson. Loses the ball. Anderson recovers the steal, and a foul committed by Swanson.
Warrior fouls been called on number 4.
Last year for Wesley, 14 and 17 campaign, but 5 and 11 in conference. And that was kind of the issue, was, you know, winning those conference games. Only 5 of them, 2 of them against Stagg, and you know they lost to East in the first round of the playoffs, and they lost obviously their future star Nick Brisniak to the rivals of Lincoln Way Central. And so this is like a team that's going to try to use their role players as, like, now this is a tighter group, you would say.
Yeah. You know, role players are important for this team, and we have them. It's just got to do the right things. Here's Scouty. Good pass to Aiden Cabillas. And the steal. Got to get back.
See, slams
yeah. See, good job by Swanson at least getting back. You know, if you see it, at least try to make an effort, you know.
Absolutely. Bean gets it to Gowdy. West trying to get back some points. Gowdy couldn't put it home. As he commits a foul, he will go to the line to shoot 2. His 3rd time going to the line today.
Goal number 3, Gavin Anderson. Gavin, that is your first, team's first.
51-43, Gowdy to shoot 2. This is the first.
Warriors with 1 to shoot. Luke Gowdy.
Nothing. 0 for 2 at the line goes Gowdy. As now Lockport will try to slow the tempo down a little bit. They have the almost comfortable lead, almost a 10-point lead. Inside Munson, another foul committed. Getting a little restless, you would say.
Yeah. You know, West isn't happy about the turnovers and all that, but got to play smart out there, no matter what the score is.
Munson is down.
See, Lockport is getting comfortable because they know they got players that could play, and, you know, they've been playing decent fairly all game. And
yeah. Up next for Lockport, they will welcome the Knights of Lincoln Way Central on Tuesday, and then they will go on the road 2 weeks from today to take on the Vikings of HF. And what a team HF has. Went to state just last year, lost to Rich Township. 30-5 season for HF as they're going to try to build off that. 3-0 start of the season for the Vikings. Travel to play Lincoln Way Central tonight. They finished 15th in the state last year and lost to Rich Township in the sectional championship. So hopefully we'll get a representative of the SWSC going deep in the playoffs would be nice to see. Jake Farr, Ben Proff. Got 6:08 left to go here in the fourth quarter. West trailing by 8. It's been a strugglesome fourth quarter. They've been in a lot of pressure up top. What do you want to see them do?
You know, if you get more defensive stops, more turnovers, or have good possessions down low, you know.
Absolutely.
Can't have get yourselves locked into position and pass it out and get that turnover.
Yeah,
got to make sure you know what you're doing with the ball.
Absolutely. West has committed only just 4 fouls in less than 2 minutes of play in the fourth quarter. So we'll see how they can limit the fouls as Lane puts the first one in. With a chance to increase their lead to 10, the largest of the game. And he knocks down both.
Checking the ball game for Lockport, number 5.
So Munson was going to check in. I guess that is not allowed yet. Smith will check in, though, for Swanson. 6:08 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Bach to inbound. You got both twins guarding very tightly this full court press. Gets it to Bean. You need some quick points. Here's Bach downtown. Couldn't get to go. Rebound goes to Bach. He gets his own rebound. Bean, elbow 3. No good. Rebound goes to Shaft. And a solid defensive presence by Lockport on that possession. Shaft for 3. He's had the hot hand. Couldn't get to go. Lane with the rebound. Back out to Nojos Vinkus. Vinkus. Shaft in the corner. What a pass inside. He does. Vinkus finds Anderson.
Defense kind of fell apart during that possession.
54-43. Smith to Bean. Inside to Gowdy. Moves by.
See, there we go.
Good to go.
And that happened during the first couple minutes in the game. Look at Gowdy. He's been pretty much open mostly in the paint. Look at him, puts it up.
Gowdy has 13 and a timeout called by Lockport with 4:46 left to go here in the fourth quarter. How about the Stag Chargers? 5-0 on the year. Won 1 game last season as they play host to the Sandburg Eagles Tuesday night. And the Chargers won 1 game last season, went 1-1 and 21. And now they're off to 5-0, and it's been a great start for Stag.
That's a good turnaround.
And hopefully Stag can become a competitive team. I feel like it's a little better for the conference. It makes the conference look better, so hopefully we'll see them be competitive down the stretch. The Boilermakers of Bradley, 2-2. They travel to play Sandburg tonight, and it's been a rocky start for the Boilermakers as they stumble into conference play after losses to Plainfield Central and Lamont, both by double digits. So we'll see. Hopefully they can get back on track down the stretch. Jake Farr, Ben Proff. 4:46 left to go. Down by 10. Hopefully we can see something going here for Lincoln Way West. What do you want to see?
I want to see another. I mean, I keep repeating myself, but look inside the paint. Has been working, and once in a while, take a 3-point shot, and has been working when it mattered. So, when you feel good about it, you shoot it, but it's not highly, really good percentage of making it. Instead of doing a paint shot, you get a high percentage of making that shot and scoring points on the board.
Yeah, Needus on the drive, gets fouled.
Warrior fouls on number 10, A.J. Smith.
That's going to be on Smith.
Correction teams, 5th.
As that is West's 5th foul of the quarter. Vinkus, another one. 56-45. Just 2 points for West in this quarter. Vienkes puts both of them away. As this West energy kind of just died down just a little bit. How can they ramp this up a little bit with the last 4:28 to go? Bach to Smith. They do it again. Find Bean from the volleyball line. Couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, not the shot there. But then again, you want your players to be moving around. Get that open look. So they're basically stagnant. Can't afford it.
Yeah, 57-45. Munson in the corner, gets it to Anderson. Vienkes to his brother. Good ball move here by
See, and then you see just like that. You see the twin brothers just driving right side in the paint, moving the ball, creating that open look, and that's something that we need to do. And it hasn't happened tonight.
As Lockport continues just to kill this clock. With 3:25 to go. It's been pretty good ball movement, however. It's been productive. If you're West, you don't want to foul. You just try to find that turnover, as they so far have not found it. Inside, Vienkes to his brother, almost stolen away by Smith. Hedgie couldn't bring it down. Gowdy will hit it out of bounds, and we will stay here.
For Lincoln West is number 4, Ethan Swanson.
So Swanson will check in for Smith. Barely got it in the backcourt there. Anderson on the drive. Inside the shaft, back out to the Vienkes brothers. They're just going to continue to have good possessions here. They've killed a little over 2 minutes on this possession.
Yeah, this is where, you have to think about doubling. That's what Lockport has been doing, and it has been working out for them. You got to double the ball and make them force a pass. And once you force the pass, you try to get in a passing lane and force a turnover. So
we haven't seen doubling so far today. Shaft gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot too. What ball move by Lockport?
Just got to double the ball, force the pass.
Force the pass, and Lockport will try to do. 2:20 left to go. It's still in range for West. They're only trailing by 12. Crazier things have happened. But hopefully they can come back and try to.
See, now this is where you have to take the three-point shots.
Right. Start putting up some heat checks as Shaft misses the first. 2:20 left to go. And this is both. And now here come the Warriors going the other way. Out of bounds off of Nojas Vienkes. Hedgie to inbound. Got Hedgie open in the corner. They find Hedgie. Corner three. He hits.
There you go.
Ryan Hedgie.
That was a good play. Ethan Swanson driving into the paint, which was good. And then he had that open look right to Hedgie, and then that's the formula right there.
As Shaft puts another one away, he has roughly 20 tonight. What a game for Trey Shaft. As they're going to call a foul on Vienkes. With a minute 45 left to go, West trails by 11.
Notice that is your third, team's second.
Finds Gowdy. Being on the drive, kicks it corner three, Swanson. Couldn't find anything there as whistle blows. Looks like a foul was committed on West. This might have been. It's going to be on Gowdy with a minute 38 left to go. Up next for West, play at home on Tuesday against the Andrew Thunderbolts. And next Friday, they will travel to Sandburg and take on the Sandburg Eagles. So 2 straight conference matchups after tonight. Shaft continues his strong night offensively with another free throw, as he has one more. 60-48. Going the other way, minute 37 left to go. This is the second free throw at 60-48. Lockport leading Lincoln Way West by 12. Moves some tempo. Swanson inside. Munson takes it away, and here come the Porters. Veenkis slams it home. Noja's Veenkis. Hedgie on the drive. Nice layup through traffic. Gets it to go. 62-50. West still trails by 12.
See, once you see that your other team is like dunking the ball and all that, you have to have some like anger and like motivation to not let that happen. You know, you don't want to see your team, you know, especially if it's a visiting team, you know, just getting those easy baskets, you know, you want to make them earn it.
Exactly. Veenkis on the layup for Lockport. Strong night for the twin brothers as West trails by 14. Corner three from Bach. He had a good game today. Doesn't go. And
see, get back here. See, you don't want to see that happen. You want to make sure everyone see. You could have had that board too. Now you gave them to Lockport. Now they're going to waste the clock. So,
and that will
not a good game for West. Not a good one.
Lockport will dribble this ball out with 20 seconds left to go, as that will wrap up this one. Lockport comes to the west side and takes ownership of this place and wins it 64-50 as they go to 6-0 on the year. West falls to 4-2 and 0-1 in conference play. Lockport 0-1 in conference, and that will wrap up from me. For me and Ben and my entire crew, we thank you guys for tuning in to some Friday Night Hoops between Lincoln Way West and Lockport. Thank you for tuning in, and go West.